on Higginson Highway and Spaghetti Junction, it's congested. The N2 southbound between Queen Nandi Drive and Spaghetti Junction, there's congestion as well. If you're on the N3 coming towards Durban eastbound between Paradise Valley, the M13 and Spaghetti Junction, there's congestion. If you're coming on the M13 eastbound down Fields Hill into Pinetown, slow moving traffic. The M41 going past the Gateway Complex towards the Hairpin Bend onto the M4, there's also very, very slow moving traffic. Coming out of Phoenix this morning, Phoenix Highway past the 7th rank onto the M41, also slow moving traffic. Higginson Highway is congested eastbound as you're coming towards the N2. Remember, the N2 is still closed going southbound, so you're going to be using it's a Bingo Old Main Road and the M35. Lots of congestion in that area, so please make sure that you leave home a little bit early so you don't get caught in the traffic. That's your check-in update.
Superintendent Raouf, what would you say is the upside of getting fired from a job you hate?
I'll have a party.
No, okay, fine. You'll have a party, but I mean, like, what's the upside of getting fired from a job you hate? Because when I say getting fired from a job you hate and use the word upsize in the same sentence, people might be looking at the screen right now on Facebook, on YouTube, and thinking Nishal's just lost his mind.
You know, Nishal, getting fired is not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
With the amount of unemployment we have in this country right now,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't even be looking to do wrong things to get fired.
Some people do right things and still get fired. That would be the job that you hate.
True story.
Right. So the reason I'm asking you the question right now is because that's the thing that we're putting up on air. The question would be, is getting fired a terrible thing? So the next interview coming up in a little bit from now, I've got a quick ad break in between. We speak with the Chief Operations Officer at an Institute for Higher Learning about the positive side of getting fired from a job that you probably hate. Soup, thank you very much. We'll catch up with you a bit later. Assalamu alaikum. He's already having a conversation with a whole nother person. But hey, traffic's brought to you by these folks.
This traffic update is brought to you by Audi Centre Newcastle, a member of the Docrat Group. Discover luxury, elegance and sophistication in a brand new Audi. Get hyped to explore the city and rule the road with Audi Centre Newcastle. Contact us today on 034 370 8700 to get a quote. We don't only deliver nationwide, but right to your door. Audi Centre Newcastle, a member of the Docrat Group.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
There's nothing quite like the taste of a traditional family meal, and at the heart of every great dish is a key ingredient that brings it all together. That ingredient is Sunfoil Pure Sunflower Cooking Oil, made from only the finest sunflower seeds. It's a perfect way to enhance the taste of your family's favorite foods. Sunfoil Cooking Oil is more than just oil. It's the key to bring your family together over a delicious meal and making every bite taste better. Remember, the key ingredient to a great family meal is sunfoil. Tradition just tastes better.
Raising his middle finger and index finger, the Prophet ﷺ said, I and the person who looks after an orphan and provides for him will be in paradise like this. Partner with Gift of the Needy in bringing relief to widows and orphans locally and abroad. Our support to those most vulnerable is ongoing. Donate now to Gift of the Needy, an ulama-guided NGO. FNB, Gift of the Needy, account number 626 046 33009. Donate online, www.giftoftheneedy.com. Call 031 2713 Gift of the Needy, bringing ease to those needy.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading competitors in the South African FMCG market.
Well, The Breakfast Rush, it is. You're live on Facebook, on YouTube, and of course, inside of your radio, in your car, wherever you are. What you could do for us right now is just look down the bottom of the screen, somewhere on there, wherever. I think it might be like there, right? As a share button. So press it and share this interview onto your social media, to your friends and family, so that they can also get the information that we're about to bring you. The question, as I said earlier, is getting fired a terrible thing. Being fired depends on how you interpret it. We don't always have control over outside circumstances. A business has the same right to fire an employee and find another one, just as an employee has the right to quit the job and look for work elsewhere. So today, we're looking at the positive side of getting fired from a job that you probably dislike. Joining us on the show this morning, Chief Operations Officer at an Institute for Higher Learning, MOLOKO CHEPAPE. Good morning. Welcome. I think the microphone is muted because I can't hear you. Let's just have a look-see on your mic and see if we can unmute the mic. MOLOKO, good morning once again. Unfortunately, so basically what happened was we did a little quick test, managed to get his picture up, so we can see him looking bright and shiny in his white shirt. Didn't put the tie on yet because he's yet to get to the office, I would assume. But we're just having a quick look-see on our end, MOLOKO, if we can sort out our audio on this side. And let's try it one more time. Zach is saying to me, let's go, let's have a look-see. Good morning. Let's try it one more time. Good morning and welcome. Oh, can't hear you. Listen, I think it's an important topic, so we'll keep the video running. What we're gonna do is we'll try and telephone you on maybe WhatsApp or whatever the case may be, so we can get the audio out there, because we're looking quite literally at every single setting that we have in the studio for audio, to get the audio out. But what's going to happen is we'll give him a WhatsApp ring so we can get the audio out at the very least and talk on this one here. Naz, can you find a positive side of getting fired? Because when I saw this, I was like,
honestly, I can't.
Yeah.
Looking at 2024 and the employment rate that we're sitting at the moment,
Yeah.
it's very difficult for me to find one. But I'm looking forward to actually being informed, and looking at the flip side of the coin, if there is one.
Absolutely. MOLOKO, can you hear us now?
I can hear you.
And
you hear me?
we can hear you, which is absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Thank you very much for doing this with us this morning. In an interesting read, you mentioned that being fired can be the universe telling you it's time for a change. How can someone recognize and act on this opportunity instead of feeling defeated?
Listen, I mean, being fired from a job that you despise, like you said, sometimes it might be that the universe is telling you to change and to look at different horizons, and it could be that you're stuck in a job that is really draining your energy and passion, and you end up losing that passion you have. But however, I mean, that could also be a wake-up call, forcing you to start reassessing your life and reassessing your career choices that you may have made before.
Mm-hmm. Now, many people feel trapped in roles that drain their passion. What practical steps can someone take to identify and pursue their true calling after being let go?
There are various ways that somebody can look at and to look at those opportunities. So for me, would be the advice that I'd give is that start looking at your passion. Losing that job that you hate doesn't really mean that you have lost what you're made of and your interest and values. It is an opportunity to reinvent yourself. Look at yourself, your profession. You may be looking at taking up a different career to what you are currently doing, and this may lead to a significant and personal growth and discovery after you discover that you might have different interests. But also it's an opportunity to build your resilience. Being fired is a challenging experience, but also very powerful lesson in resilience. Overcoming those challenges of losing a job may build your mental toughness, self-resilience, and deep understanding of your strength and weaknesses as a person. So resilience is it's very important. So those are the three things that I would, if you're getting fired from a job that you actually despise, not a really a bad thing.
Let's talk about resilience. How does being fired build resilience, and how can this resilience be applied to reinventing oneself professionally?
I mean, let's be honest. There are people out there, most well successful people out there, who have found themselves in the receiving end of being let go or being fired, and I can give examples of some of them that were great. I mean, think about Steve Jobs, think about Oprah Winfrey, think about J.K. Rowling, that were previously fired from their roles. But if you look at them now, they're the most successful people, business people in their careers in the world currently. So definitely you have to look at those, because resilience, meaning that those are the lessons you need to learn, but you need to overcome those lessons.
So you cited examples like Steve Jobs and Oprah Winfrey who turned setbacks into success. What lessons can we learn from such individuals?
It's very important that you, as an individual, you allow yourself to, you give yourself time to grieve. Don't dwell on the fact that you were fired, last week. Just get up and see what you need to do. And it is natural that you would feel upset after being fired. You feel angry at yourself, but it's very important that you give time to grieve and to heal from that process. And that it could be you doing a couple of things that would definitely make you stand out as well. Build your confidence. Go out there and volunteer into community projects, or do a freelancing activities based on the career you were doing or profession you had. At the same time, seek new mentors, seek new coaching opportunities that you'd get somebody in the industry to coach you or to mentor you, and also, be available for events, attend seminars, attend networking opportunities that will definitely get reconnected to the environment and look at different opportunities. But not forgetting that you need to study as well. You need to further your studies, because you might have a qualification that you're holding currently. It might be outdated, especially if you're in an ICT industry. These things, they evolve every day. But I mean, it's very important to also to look at furthering your education.
Absolutely. As a final question for this morning, how critical, because you mentioned it as well, how critical are networking and mentorship during this transition period, and what strategies can individuals use to build meaningful connections?
They're very important. So if you're able to attend those networking sessions, because it might be that now you're looking at going into different industry, but with the same either qualification or experience you have, because you'd meet different people in different sessions. So it's very important to attend, because you get connected to different fields of studies, and like I said, attend your industry events, join online communities to understand what the people are dealing with, and reach out to potential mentors. Like I said, networking definitely does open doors to new opportunities and provide valuable guidance, because if you're finding a new mentor, they might be different coming with a different perspective on how to look at your career differently.
Absolutely.
But like I said, the key thing is that also there's an opportunity to upskill and or pursue further education, enroll in a short qualification or short course, learning new languages, and gaining certification, on how to invest in yourself, and then all those type of things that may help you. But it's very important to rebuild your confidence, take action, start applying for different jobs or in a job, and consider studying your,
Mhm.
your business or being a freelancer.
Why not? Thank you very much for your time this morning. We do appreciate you bringing some positivity to what could be a very negative something happening in somebody's life. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.
There we go. That was the Chief Operations Officer at an Institute of Higher Learning, MOLOKO, CHEPAPE. Positivity?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just found something that I thought was important to share. So he mentioned Steve
Yeah.
Jobs.
Yeah.
And something that he once said is, I didn't see it then,
Right.
but it turned out that getting fired was the best thing that could have happened to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again. Less sure about everything,
Mhm.
it freed me to enter one of the most creative period of my life. And the way the wheel turned there was quite interesting,
Yeah.
because the firm that he was fired from
Yeah.
was, fast forward over 10 years later,
Right.
the firm he was the CEO of.
Right? I was under the impression that he started the whole thing.
He did, but he was
Right.
fired. So he was one of the co-founders.
Okay.
And then because of differences in opinions,
Yeah.
he was taken out.
Oh, wow.
And then over 10 years later,
Mm.
he was the CEO.
Interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, it is your breakfast rush. If you're watching on Facebook and on YouTube right now, thank you very much for doing that. Thank you very much for sharing the video as well. Still to come on your breakfast rush, we'll tell you exactly what's coming up from our set of Vodacom stores. If you're looking for brand new technology, something to add to your technological collection, go for it. Listen in to what's happening from Vodacom after this.
The Breakfast Rush, brought to you courtesy of the Willow Tin Group, at the forefront of innovation, and one of the leading